time.
Oh yeah, no, it's recording. Um hello.
Hi.
I feel like ruin the workroom. Hello. Anyway, welcome back to another episode of Wait, Rewind the Tape with me, Natalie.
And me, Ruth.
Yeah.
What's the
Today,
workroom?
in RuPaul's Drag Race, just like where all the queens work before get
Yeah.
ready
For some
prior to
reason, I
the
thought that was like a work reference. I was like, do you have like an online workroom?
where RuPaul comes and says hello.
Oh,
That would
God.
be great. I wouldn't mind that. And gives us all critiques on our work.
Oh my God.
If only.
I don't do well with critique.
No, keep your opinions to yourself.
Yeah, I agree.
Keep your constructive criticism to yourself, please. Too fragile right now to take it. Anyway, this week we are doing P-Valley 2.0. We're going to do it justice this week because I finished it. I just like rewatched the last episode before recording this so that it's really real fresh in my mind.
Oh my God.
And
Is this going to be like Bridgerton? Just like all over the place?
I don't think that, I think every episode that we've done is all over the place. I
What
don't
are you
think we
talking
can
about? We have such a clear
localize it to
structure.
Bridgerton. Yeah. But yeah, possibly. I mean, I don't have notes, so it's not going to be as systematic as She's All
Not
That.
notes, but it's literally just things that happened in each episode, so I would remember. But it's
Well,
not
that's
like,
good. It's good to, yeah, as a prompt. But wow, I feel like everything happened in the last episode.
yeah,
They really put the like full 90% of the, in my, but and not to say that the rest of the episodes were boring or whatever, or didn't have stuff going on in them, but they were kind of like, it was, I think, all just all leading up to the finale
yeah.
for sure.
As a
It
good
wasn't, I
show
wouldn't.
should.
What are you talking about? How about a Shondaland show where every
Do you
episode is
know
a
what?
finale episode?
I literally thought like How to Get Away with Murder.
Yeah,
Shonda,
every single episode is a finale.
that's a fact.
It's true. It just
But
is.
it is nice to have like a build up, and
A slow
they
build,
even had
yeah.
they even had that bit in the middle where you know the bit where you lose hope.
Wait,
Like I
what do you mean?
literally
It
that
was all quite
episode.
hopeless.
No, I felt like hopeful at parts because it just felt like there's some things that were hopeful. Like I felt like some people's careers were building, but with Mercedes, like when her mom stole her money and she had
Oh,
that
yeah.
was like an all-time low. And it was helpful for me to see her overcome that because I was like, how is she going to move past this? Scamming.
Yeah. Just washing money. But then out of that, a friendship formed.
Yeah.
Scamming. It's going to get you friends. So next time a scammer calls you, like don't give them any money, but just go with it because you might actually
No,
meet a
the last
friend.
time a friend slash scammer approached me, I said no. They were really cool people, but I just didn't want to do it.
What was the scam?
I'm sure I told you this. Guys, listeners, you should know I'm a snitch. Like, I won't tell the police, I'll just tell the whole world.
And by the world, we mean the 3 listeners.
Honey, I'll tell anybody. I'll tell this story at the post office. Not the post office. I never like anyone there, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
No shade to the post office. They have great stationery.
The post office has come a long way. Talk about a
Has
glow up.
it?
I think so, yeah.
It depends. Like, I like the post office in WH Smith.
Oh, that's the worst one.
What? I like that one. The worst one is the one in One Stop.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Anyway, we digress. Obviously we do. To the freaking post office.
So specific. Who else can get these references? I don't know. I guess the best post office is just the giant post office, but there is a giant post office in a giant WH Smith, and it is heaven. Because it's like all the stationery, all the books, all the postage.
Yeah.
But it all costs way too much for what it is. Do I buy it every time I go in there? Of course.
Yes.
What were we
Anyway,
talking about?
I actually literally can't remember. Okay, so you were at the post office. You were telling a story, and you would tell it at the post office. But not the post office.
When I met
it
some
was the scam
scammers.
story. Yes.
Okay, so I was on a beach in Nigeria. I went to the beach by myself. So I was in Lagos. I can't remember what beach it was, but it was, to anybody who knows. Where was I? I can't remember where I was. How bad is that? It was a nice beach anyway. I was chilling by myself. It's basically, unless it's a private beach, like chilling by yourself on the beach can be like a bad idea. But like I was sitting there and these kids came over. They were like they wanted money and stuff. They were adorable, by the way, but they were like teenagers. I don't trust teenagers. I don't care what country I'm in. Actually, I probably trust the teenagers in England the least. I'm scared of them. I have flashbacks to school. I'm like, are they gonna bully me? Anyway, sorry. Back to the scammers. So I'm on the beach.
Last week.
Yeah, teenagers scare everyone.
Yeah.
Sometimes large groups of children. Because you just never know what they're gonna say. They will tell you have ashy ankles, as one did in Hackney. I was like,
They're fearless.
now everyone knows.
They're fearless, yeah.
It's good that they're fearless, but I wish they would put that into, like, it's like, I get it because you've grown up in this horrible world, so you can't help but pick these things up. You can really tell whose parents are bullies.
The bullies.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a learned behavior.
Yeah, 100%. I didn't realize when I was younger, but when you see it in kids, it's like there is no way you know how to talk and act like this.
Yeah.
Anywho, sorry guys. I don't know about parenting. Let me tell you, I got my best tips from the Wrens. Okay.
Yeah. It's fucked up, but it's true. Anyway, I'm not proud. By the way.
Be proud of whatever you want at this point.
Right. Back to the
so
beach.
I'm on a beach. So then this like really cool woman calls me over. And you know what it's like when you see like a cool woman, you're like, oh my God. Like there's just something about a cool woman. I don't know. It's just like that's the ultimate person you ever want to meet.
Cool woman.
And she calls me over, so I'm like, oh my God, does she want to be my friend? I was like, me? So she calls me over and she's like at a table of other women and one guy. They're all talking. That's clearly two alpha women. And then I realized that one other woman who was gorgeous comes over and sits on the cool woman's lap. And I was like, oh, that's her girlfriend. So I'm kind of catching the vibe. But it was like she was like clearly super dominant and her number two was quite dominant as well.
Yikes.
So I'm just sitting there and, oh no, like it wasn't a bad way. Like they were just controlling the table. But right. You know, you can just tell who the head honchos are. There was a guy sitting next to me who was super sweet and he was trying to show me their CD that they'd all been working on. And the two girls were like rappers or something. I was like, that's so random, but okay, that makes sense because like, I don't know, they're just extremely well dressed. So I was just like, okay, that makes sense. And then the conversation was going on and the woman like started to like really trust me. And I was like, why? This happens to me a lot. People tell me stuff like people trust me too much. I feel like strangers. Or maybe they don't. Maybe they just see that I'm a soft touch. I don't know. But either way, she starts telling me all this stuff. She's literally showing me how people scam people. So she's like, okay, I'm talking to this woman who is like, I think she was in Bulgaria. And then like, she's like an older woman. She showed me the picture of the woman. And then she's like, okay, this is who she thinks I am. By the way, there was no intro into this conversation. So it's just like, I was like, oh my God, this is a catfish. Like I'm figuring it out as I go along. You know, I'm quite naive sometimes. So I'm like, So she shows me on her phone, there's a Google app, the one that changes your voice to change your accent. But she needs me basically because she's trying to get some more money out of this woman for this guy's hospital bills. And she said my accent would be good because it would be like another like foreign accent just to be, I could be his sister. And then she was just basically saying that because of my accent, she could fit me in and I could do some calls to get like, to like up the ante on a few of the leads basically. And the reason I couldn't do it is because I'd been watching loads of catfish and I just felt, but I just felt really bad because, do you know what's nuts? Okay, this is what I didn't expect. The woman herself, the scammer, was basically saying like, this woman's in love with me and I love her too. So even though it wasn't like, I just didn't expect, does that make sense? It's like through her character, she developed feelings for this woman, even though she was scamming her.
I can understand why that would happen, but it's also just so unfair because it's not really love when
You're scamming
you,
someone.
well, yeah, because you're not giving them the choice. It's not consensual because they're not
Absolutely
consenting to
not. She
who
thinks
they're
she's talking
loving,
to
and
this
you're
like old white Eastern European man, and she's
Aw.
talking to a young woman in Lagos. But my sympathy's already gone for her. At the time, I felt bad. She was just like, the girl was just couldn't understand why, because she was like, we can make loads of money, like just in a few weeks, while you're here, you can make loads of money. But the girl couldn't understand why I was like, so like, but it's just because because I've been watching so much Catfish, I just felt really bad. But I
So
told my dad when.
you would have felt bad. I don't think that just watching a load of Catfish would have made you feel
No, it was fresh
not.
in my mind, like really and true. Like if that was to happen now, I don't think I'd do it because something that's always I get told all the time. But I don't think I would feel as bad for that woman.
Yeah, maybe you wouldn't see that person on the other side of the scam as a. It's
No, because I
horrible to say,
wasn't
like
thinking about. I didn't think about it of her. Now I just think, okay, she's just a victim of a scam. Like, do you know what I mean? It happens to the best.
yeah.
But in that moment, I was really like, I just felt like
Like
I was
she's
thinking about more of
falling
the
in
love
love with this
aspect.
person, and
Yeah,
it's not just the money,
it
it's
was. It wasn't the
the
money
time
at
of
all. It was the
and the
love.
years of her life and what she's
It was the
giving
love.
up
Yeah,
to
because
be
she only
in
did it because she's
love.
lonely.
Yeah. Well, let's not get on loneliness. We covered that last
But
week, guys. So
now, oh my God, yeah. But now I've heard so many stories that I'm like, do you know what, scam away? Because like my mum was even telling me of a story recently. I need to get the details for you because I tell half a story wrong. I'll just tell you what I think I know.
oh
Something
god.
like a woman who lives in England was talking to a guy who she thought was somebody else. Turned out to be this like really young guy in Nigeria. But she found out who he was and she doesn't care and they're meeting up. And my mum just thought it was just the most mental story. Now I'm just kind of realizing, do you know what? People don't care. She's probably going to find out she's a young woman and be like, do you know what? I don't care. Love
Yeah.
you. Everyone's nuts. Listen, I've let so many lies slide myself. So who am I to judge? Not so many, just one or two. God bless the scammers.
So if we pull it back to P Valley, basically, yes, that moment halfway through where you lose all hope, but then you find hope through a scam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's a revenge scam, which is the best kind of scam.
Yeah, totally. And yeah, so I think, like I said last time, because I must have been like 6 episodes in last time, but I didn't have like loads to say about what was going on because again, I think now I realize having watched the end of it that there wasn't loads going on. It was just kind of layering and layering and layering until boom.
Yeah.
My God.
Also, I have to now say it because now I've like represented the whole of Nigeria scammers. That's just not the case. I'm just talking about two different people. Sorry, otherwise it will keep me up at night because that whole Nigerian prince thing is not necessarily true. Yeah. Look what stresses me out.
That would stress me out.
Just because people make that joke to my face and I don't find it funny.
Because it's not funny.
I've been scammed here recently.
Oh no.
And let's not go off course. I got my money back. Shout out to NatWest.
Oh,
I basically let them log into my account. That was really dumb. I was like, I'm being scammed, aren't I? They were like, no.
Oh, on the phone. Oh, the good old phone scam.
I kept saying, this is a scam. And they were like, it's not a scam. And I don't know why I was like, but this feels like a scam. It was a scam.
NatWest wouldn't call me up and be like, no, babe, promise you, it's not a scam. Now, what was your passcode? Do you remember it? And you're like, this doesn't feel right. But it's hard when people call you up and pretend to be from a bank or HMRC.
They did it well because they
Revenue.
had one digit differently from the bank's number, which was, I thought, a nice touch.
Yeah, you've thought about this. You've put some effort into it.
Thanks for that.
And for that extra thought, no, I'm not going to say they deserve to
They didn't get any money. NatWest just kept blocking them moving money.
Oh, well, that's fine. Well, it's not fine because obviously it's a stressful situation.
They did get a bit of money, but it didn't go through to them. So it left my account. But NatWest were like, no.
Nope.
I'm guessing they were doing it to a lot of people. Yeah. Oh my God.
Wouldn't it be wild if it was NatWest all along and they were like putting it in a hold that was like a high interest account? So they were just scooping up all of these fraudulent bits of transaction, putting it into a holding account for like 2 hours, getting a load of interest on it, and then being like, oh, okay, you can have it back now. But they've already earned
that would make sense because obviously this didn't happen to me, but there was loads of people, because I always go on Twitter and search for things to see if it's a common problem. There was loads of people that were getting large sums taken out of their savings, and it was taking days to get it back.
That's the
I just thought it was Corona scams because everyone's like, it was in lockdown, so a lot of people had lost their jobs.
Yeah.
Who cares? Oh, anyway,
I feel like it's been a while since we've had a
good old-fashioned scam.
No, since I've thought about things in terms of like Corona as opposed to just this is normal life.
Yeah, this is normal now.
Like, yeah.
It's just like people are this, people are that. That's just it now.
Anyway, so can we just talk about the final episode?
Can we talk about Diamond?
Spoiler alerts. Oh my God.
I was just talking about how much I want to. There were two men in this show.
I knew that Mississippi was going to turn the gun on him.
I didn't know that.
There was...
his face did break my heart, but it didn't break my heart so much for him. I feel like, do you know what? They handled domestic violence perfect. Like, I've honestly never seen it hit home so much. It was so... Because... The first, we talked about this last week, but when that one stripper asked, I shouldn't call her stripper, I don't even know if strippers, I don't care. When one dancer asked another dancer, like, why doesn't she leave him? And she was like, because that's when he's most likely to kill her. I got that. And then Diamond was obviously like, Diamond likes, to those who haven't seen, I don't know why you listen to this if you haven't seen it, Diamond likes Miss Mississippi. And he says he'll kill her husband for him because, you know, he was in Vietnam. Vietnam, was it? It would have been Iraq. It wouldn't have been Vietnam.
Vietnam. He would have been a lot older.
I'm so used to it being Vietnam in shows. I'm like, which one? Vietnam? Which latest American war that traumatized all the civilians?
It's always like a tour in Iraq or Afghanistan.
Yeah, true. You're right. What were we talking about?
Diamond. And
oh my God, so he was gonna kill her husband.
Keisha,
yeah. But she said no because it's the father of her like 1,000 children.
You say 1,000 children, but I'm just
I think they had like 6 kids.
It was just one child, that one that she brought into the club.
No, that was her newborn.
Well, Ruth's just doing a quick bit of Googling, I assume.
Yeah. I'm just like writing an email.
Doing some, and best wishes.
Oh no, not a pageant. Oh my God, you're gonna have to do some filler here.
oh, I've got some good. I don't know. Maybe I've already said this on the podcast, but there's I accidentally. Oh, this is such a bad story already. I'm just telling it badly. So, in a work call a couple of weeks ago, I needed to Slack somebody to say, "Hey, you're joining the meeting," and so I did a copy and paste into the Slack thing saying, "Hey, like, are you copying the joining the stand up. Here's the link. Here's a Zoom link. Copy paste send without even looking at it. And then luckily I did look at it real quick before just navigating away from that window, because I hadn't actually copied and pasted the Zoom link. I'd previously copied was some work that I'm doing for another client that said the pussy magic archetype quiz. This was to like, you know, a guy in his like late 40s, possibly early 50s. Like
He did the quiz.
Well, no, because it wasn't a link to the quiz. It was just the text, because it's something that we're
That's
building. But it was
so
just...
much.
No, it's worse because it wasn't just a random link that, like, you know, he didn't. It was like the actual words: pussy magic archetype quiz.
What was your pussy magic archetype?
No, it's not. It's something that I'm potentially building with somebody. It's not. I've not. What
are our jobs?
Yeah. So
I love
that. I was just there like, quick, delete. I mean, luckily he didn't say anything.
We thank God.
Yeah. Anyway, so that's my bit of filler.
That was a great bit of filler. No. I'm going to have to watch it all again.
I'm sure that there are other situations where I've copied and pasted the wrong thing and I've sent it too quick. But I just can't think of any now. This is what happens when you're juggling 50,000 clients.
Yeah.
And you have so many different windows. I need to come up with a better system. There has to be a better system. I'm sure there is.
It's 2 monitors.
I do want a new monitor, to be honest. A new monitor? I don't even want one monitor. I want a proper setup, like with a monitor. What?
Are you on your new laptop? It's just funny that you said I want like a new monitor and you were like, I don't even have a monitor.
Yeah.
I don't even have one.
I just have a laptop, yeah. And am I on my new laptop? No.
You need a new laptop and you need the stand thing to put the laptop on, and then you need a monitor.
Yeah, currently I'm putting my laptop on top of a Dorling Kindersley, the Natural History Encyclopedia. So
that's not a bad shout, but it's not high enough.
No. Well, to be honest, I also had a BBC's Frozen Planet coffee table book that I was also going to stack on top, but then it was just too high. So
why does that make me feel like you're Matilda? Like stacking books to get stuff done.
Yeah. Have we just given up on trying to find out?
Yeah, the reason I know she has more than one child is because, well, they do mention it a few times, but there was one. Do you remember when her and Mercedes got into it, where Mercedes was talking about how she's been saving her money and the other girls hadn't? She like says like she's got kids to look after and stuff, and then somebody else makes a joke about her having loads of kids. And she says father of my children, not like father of my child. But anyway, it's yeah.
Well,
it's upsetting because he's like,
this like guy is
racist, horrible bastard.
Really horrible piece of work.
As all abusive men are, to be fair.
Yes, good point, well made.
But he's not even like pretend. You know how some abusers are like pretend charming or whatever.
Oh no, he's not the kind of person where people would be like, wow, he's a real good guy. No, you know straight off the bat that he's a nasty piece of work. Yeah. And Diamond is the one of the, I mean, I'm gonna say bouncer, but he's so much more than a bouncer. Or is he? Or is that exactly what a bouncer is?
No, he's a really good bouncer.
Oh, he's fantastic.
Like he's security. Like some security guards are actually amazing.
Yeah.
And obviously, like you get security who are like ex-army and stuff, but he's so
real attractive. He's just like, oh my God, he's going to take care of things. He's obviously can be very tender. He genuinely has like feelings, protective feelings for Keisha. Like, yeah, everything. And he looks after the girls, but isn't sleazy. Like he is
at all
the one.
And I also really fancied, you know, the guy that Mercedes goes to when she needs fake IDs. He was on house arrest.
Yeah. The coach.
Oh my
Coach?
God.
No.
No, Coach was like
Coach
her
is the guy
client.
So yeah, the guy
Maine,
that
his name was Maine. And one of my notes says Maine is so unbelievably sexy. Wow. The thirst is so real on this side. Wow.
in a diary? 2000.
Basically, because I've even written down
In your
Loretta
room.
Devine. Loretta Devine is Uncle Cliff's grandma. Loretta Devine is like, she always plays people's like moms and grandmas. She's like my favorite actress for that role. Uncle Cliff's grandma was hilarious. Exactly what I want to be like.
Yeah. And she used to run the Pynk back when it was a brothel.
Yeah, the good old days.
Yeah. God.
Those are the days.
Good old days when you could have your titties out and you could charge $1.
Yeah, and jazz musicians would roll through and get fucked up. I guess now it's like rappers instead.
Yeah, it doesn't feel as like romantic, but then maybe jazz musicians back in the day were not
a hot mess.
Maybe we look back on it think with rose-tinted glasses a bit, like, because jazz is a different kind of,
it's the music, they're legends, and jazz music is so unbelievably sexy. Oh my God, you're going to set me off on a rant about black music. Don't do it, Natalie. It's only ever respected once it's gone. That's like another, for anybody listening, no matter what race you are, a good warning sign, a red flag for someone who's a little bit racist, but you can't really tell, is they only
like jazz music.
They like old, they love every old version of black music, but they hate current black music.
Yeah.
They'll be like, oh, I don't listen to that. But they want to listen to Miles Davis till 3 a.m. I see you. Anyway. And in 20 years, it'll be something else. It'll be like, they won't listen to like the whatever's current, but they'll be like, oh, but Kendrick Lamar's so talented. And you'll be like, fuck off.
Little Murder, he's
Little Murder. Oh
my God.
Little Murder was kind of hot too, but only because he had that real fuckboy energy that I just...
Oh my God, when he was on stage and Keisha was teaching him how to like not give a fuck about what people think, and she made him strip down naked apart from his socks and his sneaks.
Oh my God.
That was something else.
This is just like, this is the worst show to watch right now. Like, the thirst between us is at an all-time high. We have not had any action. Look at what we look at.
Also, like, the women as well, they're just so, like we said it last week, such incredible dancers. They just know how to move their bodies, and it's also, I think, the way that they are playing these men is also very appealing to me.
And it really, men are just in general, just, we talked about this before, the consent thing. It's just like, I just hate people in strip clubs. That idea of the way men are around women when they're allowed to not, when they think they can get away with things, is so weird.
Yeah, when they think, when they feel like it's that there's a general consensus that they don't need to be respectful. When it's like, well, we can let our guard down. Like, this is a place, this is our safe space.
This is our safe space.
We don't have to be respectful.
The absolute worst.
This is not your safe space, sir. Diamond, come on, get this guy out now.
This is so random and nothing to do with this, but you know, it was really hot today.
It was really hot.
So everyone was acting a fool. And obviously, like, I didn't think I'd experience that because we're on, I keep saying, like, if I say lockdown once more, I'm going to hear myself. But yeah, because of what's going on, however you say it. But literally, like, a car pulled up to me, this guy in one of those mini white vans pretended to need directions to Lloyd's Bank. Like, it was ridiculous.
Where are you parking your van? For Lloyd's?
To be honest, I didn't even... The way he beat his horn was a bit too friendly, but I just thought, okay, he's just, you know, sometimes you're lost and you wait until you see someone who looks like they'll give you directions and you're finally relieved. I get lost all the time. I should let the listeners know. I'm the kind of person who would be lost in a dead phone and be like, oh my God, yes, somebody I could
You're like,
request.
here, can you look on my own phone
No, I
in
couldn't be
maps and show
bothered.
me where to
Honestly,
go?
this town is so small. I was like, if you drive that way in 3 minutes, you
No, I
will
mean what you
be
would
around.
say to somebody if you were lost. Tell me on my own phone, on my own app,
Oh my
where
God.
to go, because I can't see.
That did happen. I'm sure we talked about that night. I was gone off. I wasn't
Yeah.
even gone off the edibles. What was I even? Anyway, who
I
cares?
think he was just smoking.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I've been drinking and I've been smoking. Shout out to the South of America for giving us great strip club music.
Just all of it, yeah. So then it did. What came of the van thing? You just were like, it's there.
Oh, yeah, I was just like, it's there. I went to walk off. And then that's when he was like, oh, you know, my sat nav side. That's when I was like, oh my God, he's lying. Because if I've told you where I think Lloyd's is, and I'm literally going to walk away, and now you're trying to make conversation about your dead sat nav that I didn't ask about. That's when I'm like, oh my God, he's lying. Then he was like, oh, you know, when you keep trying to leave and they just say something else, she was like, oh yeah, oh, you're probably married, aren't you? But something that he said that really freaked me out was he looked into my eyes and he went, oh, you're very well spoken. And I was like, oh my God,
gross.
the last thing I want is a random old white man looking me in my eyes and telling me, not that he was that old, but you know what I mean.
Oh,
It was just like, oh my God, he's trying to like, anyway. But it was just all very weird. The married thing made me laugh. I was like, finally, someone thinks I could be married.
Yeah, wow.
I'm like, oh my God,
You're
I
like,
am
thank you,
married.
sir. I'm not married, but here's hoping one day.
Or maybe I just had such a look of desperation. He thought, oh, I know how to get this one. Marriage. That's what she wants. And the funny thing is, I was on the way to the doctor to drop off a urine sample or something. So I was like, yeah, I need to go.
Like, listen, I've got a bag full of urine. Can you just please fuck off, sir?
Or was I on the way to
It's a hot day and I've literally got a fucking bag full of piss on the hottest march on record since 1968.
You couldn't have put me a worse time. Plus, I'm just not interested, and you know I'm not, because I've tried to leave twice and you're still talking. Anyway.
Yeah.
Listen, guys, don't let him put you off. Shoot your shot. You know, you've got to try these things. Just don't be deceitful. Just be direct. And brace yourself for rejection.
But also, maybe don't sidle up next to us in your white van. I'm gonna say that straight off the bat.
I much preferred a man that I saw later who literally leaned out the car and shouted, "All right, baby." I loved it. I was like, I am all right. Thank you, sir.
And I am a baby.
I am a cute baby.
I'm just a real young baby. Oh no. Okay, scratch that.
Hey, whatever you're into.
Look.
Guys, we're talking about as adults. Don't be weird. Don't make it weird for us, okay? Yeah, this is a kink-free zone. Kink-free, that's kink not free. What I meant.
Shame-free.
No kinks allowed. No shame.
Leave your kinks
the opposite of that. This is not the place for it.
Yeah. People are acting a bit mad. Yeah. There's just, but it's also the rules have lifted. So, you know.
Oh, was that today?
It was yesterday. So as of yesterday.
Oh my God. That explains the children. There was literally, I'm not joking. Okay. At least, okay. I'm not exaggerating. Then I was about to exaggerate. I would say at least 10 children, but it felt like 30 children. There were 600 children. There were loads of kids.
Toddlers.
And they were driving me crazy, honestly. But there was just like a load of kids playing, which I didn't even think was strange, because I was like, obviously it's at some point when it gets warm, the kids are going to congregate. Their parents are all there. Their parents are socially distant.
Play, maybe.
That's why. But then I was like, why does this feel so different? I thought maybe because the weather's changed. I'm just need to get used to it.
You can see everybody heading to the parks now with like all of their beer.
Oh my God, people. I don't know why this melted my heart today. There was these two people playing with their dog and a ball, and normally I'd just ignore, but it was just the cutest. They were all so happy. They were just playing catch with the
Good for them.
but the dog was having a great time. They seemed happier than the dog. I was just like, this is cute as shit. Because normally when I see somebody with their dog, it's because their dog is trying to stress me the fuck out. The dog's like, I mean, there's so much room, but she looks like she's not having a good time, so that's where I'm going.
Yeah, I'm gonna make this way worse. Watch me.
Or it'll be like a really cute dog that I feel like we're bonding, and they'll come towards me, and then I'll get excited, and then they'll turn away at the last minute and run away.
Cold. That is cold.
And then I'm just like, why am I never good enough? But sometimes I see dogs and I say to myself, your dog, like about the owner, your dog would rather be with me. Like sometimes you get that vibe from a dog, like they're like, oh my God.
You can see it in their eyes, like,
yeah, take me. No, they're not. They're not saying kidnap me.
Oh my God, yeah, that's not. I'm sure we spoke about the rise in dog nappings a few weeks ago.
Oh my God. On this. And then everyone's reasons like, your dog was just looking at me like kidnap me right now.
I feel like that's, no, not a solid defense. I don't know how we ended up here.
Me neither.
What we were talking about before. I feel like we were still just talking about Diamond. We never really got past
Oh
that.
my God. Never got past Diamond.
Just how what a thirst trap the entire thing is. I mean, it's about a strip club, of course it is.
But then it's also, I like it because it's like, it's got everything I need. It's got every possible storyline.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like all very realistic. So it's kind of educational. And then it's like the people are hot, but the hot people are good. Usually the hot people are terrible people.
Really?
Yeah, so it's like finally giving me someone I can lust after who's a good person. And also I do love a reformed gangster. I would say that's my favorite type of man. Oh. And often woman. I love a reformed gangster, honestly. Like when Diamond was like, I'll kill him for you, and he meant it. I was like, thank you. Finally, somebody reasonable around here. Anyway.
Let's be clear that go on.
I was going to say, like, it's not worth gasping. This is like the English literature nerd in me. Promised Land Casino. Could you be any more on the nose? So to those who haven't seen it, there's a casino coming to town. And it's supposed to, like, be one of those things where it's like, it will rejuvenate, a private casino will rejuvenate the entire area and bring in tourism. And then everyone's like, but who is that really serving? Who really makes money off of that? Is that really for the people of
Lisa?
I was like,
nope.
Chester-Lista?
Chuckalula?
Oh my God. And then I also wrote down Andre when I found out he was married.
Oh, yeah, that hit.
That was hard. A mess. I didn't see that coming.
So, yeah, I did want to speak about that because obviously what he has with Autumn, Haley, whatever, that
is hot as hell.
It's very real and hot as hell. But you just got like, I think that's what made me feel a bit weird watching it like last week, just that there are situations where people can cheat. I think that's what it is, maybe. But that just so happens to be with, a super attractive, pretty on it. She's obviously smart person who can move her body.
Who's sexy as hell.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, like, imagine walking in and it's just like oh.
Hello, yeah, obviously that's but yeah.
But it's doctor, I know what you mean, but pardon?
Is wife a doctor?
Yeah.
Yeah. But then you're like,
but like
it's just so shit.
It's always the same though. It's always like the person in the relationship, their partner is like pushing them towards something that's like they feel is bad for them, and they feel the other person is like more understanding. It's like capitalism versus socialism in people. in really hard women. Oh my God, when they called him Obama, I don't know why that took me out. I was like, he is the Obama of this show.
Is he?
100%. He's like this like handsome, like you can tell well-rounded young man who is like in the system but for the people. And it's like, but can you really be in the system and for the people? But nobody cares because everyone wants to fuck him. No, not that. Okay.
But he's also the
That's not
mayor's
how I feel about Barack Obama.
godson. So the mayor is like like in the background pulling all these strings like he's the puppeteer.
Yeah.
But in the end, Andre cuts those strings right clean off.
Does he?
Yeah. Because he lets, I mean, in like the most wimpish of ways. But
yeah,
it's something.
He didn't cut them. He like pretended to like fall over so they snapped.
Yeah, that's more accurate. Yeah. So okay, let's go back to the end. So the end, the final episode is Murder Night.
Yeah.
And it's Lil Murder is doing a show. What we call it? A show?
Yeah, I've got to say I loved watching his rise. I loved watching him like become a musician. Yeah. As far as he just had the luck.
When he was doing the push-ups.
Okay, can I just say this really irritates me in any show? Don't put the mic down even if you're miming. You wouldn't.
Yeah, come on, the illusion, because now we know.
It irritates me so much. Even when I'm watching like imagine he did the
just like wait a second,
like
puts like the Britney headset on and it's just like oh yeah.
Why do I feel like that would suit him, especially making that face with his diamond teeth? But yeah, that kind of annoyed me. I'm not gonna lie, I did enjoy watching him do the push-ups, but it was also funny because I'm like, don't put the microphone down. Like, what am I supposed to believe that I can just hear you perfectly well while you do push-ups?
This lip sync, while it is perfect, there wasn't the life behind it, you know? It's like I don't believe it. I can tell that's your
lip. Yeah, that's not vocals.
To be honest, I don't mind if you can tell that you're lip syncing, like, you know, like in Drag Race or drag shows where it's a lip. It doesn't matter, but you have to make it a bit more theatrical.
What's more theatrical than a push-up?
Fine.
That's men's version of getting in the zone.
But while this is happening on stage, so they're on the stage, there's this producer guy in the audience who's like, wow, this guy is amazing, this stripper's amazing, that's Miss Mississippi.
Oh my God, I'm so glad you brought that up, because a 360 deal is the worst kind of deal. It's basically when they sign you and own the rights to your name, your social media, literally anything you do inside and outside of music. It's called 360, meaning like encompassing everything. It's so him saying I can sign you to a 360 deal. I just kept saying, no, don't sign that deal. You're better off as an independent. And I'm like, is that the point or no? Because he's like, this guy is just showing up, pretending that he's going to like get them a good deal, and he's getting them the worst deal.
But I didn't see that coming. I thought that he was going to be kind of, I thought he was going to be all right. And then maybe he was going to help take Keisha away from her horrible husband or partner, whoever it was. That was not the
A&R, the music A&R in any TV show is always the sleazebag who's coming in.
That is true, yeah.
And to break up the band.
It rang true. So then this is happening. Keisha and her husband's being a real dick and is like, you get outside. He's like got a neck and is in the inner corner of the club, and from across the way Diamond's like looking and he's like, I clocked this, I can see this. So he follows this guy into the toilet, and then it just like with a flick of his head, just tells there's some people in the stalls, they run out, and then they just fucking start beating the shit out of each other.
Yeah.
But meanwhile, over in the Paradise Room.
Oh my God.
So we were right. There was a Paradise Room, and then there's the Heaven Room, which is the cloud one.
What? I still
They're
think they're the
different.
same room.
No, they were different. They look different.
I have an idea for some clouds. I need to run it by you, but we'll do it later on. That sounds so weird.
So Montavious
Was
is
that his name?
Montavious, yeah.
That is such like a serious villain name.
But a serious villain in like I don't know,
CBD.
the 90, no, well, yeah. But a bygone time.
I actually find that it's like a really nice name. It's like Count Dracula-ish.
Yeah.
I love a villain. But I didn't love him as a villain. He was actually scary.
He was quite horrible. So he's come back for his money from Hayley, and oh my God, when she saw him in the club, when she first saw him, heart drops. Horrid.
These shows are it's so weird. I've never been in that kind of situation, but it's still so triggering. Like I've not been in like that in extreme a situation, but seeing somebody like that you don't want to see, knowing like, you know how like abusive men kind of like follow you and they stalk you. Oh, scary. But yeah. And then like Mercedes, thank God she realised, but even as they were walking away.
But so on this night, there's a kind of a diktat from the mayor or the sheriff or whatever, that on the last night, this is the last ever night that the Pynk is open for practicing whatever, for business, and before it gets auctioned off. And there's supposed to be a no tip rule so that they can serve alcohol. So Hayley is smart. She goes into the Paradise Room and she knows that they're being filmed, so she takes her top off. And that's the signal, obviously, that somebody from out back should go in and be like, hey, put your top back on, and then they can rescue her. But
there was so much going on.
Well, yeah, Princely, the person, one of the chief security who was supposed to be watching things, went out back for a drug deal.
Yeah, but he was also trying to save the club. What did you think of that drug dealer?
A bit sleazy and gross.
I didn't get that. I just didn't like the way he treated his girlfriend.
Yeah, it felt, I don't know. That part, he didn't feel like a well thought out character to me.
Oh, okay.
Or like not a well thought, it didn't feel.
He felt very realistic to me.
It just didn't feel like that side of it was given.
There wasn't time.
Exactly. There wasn't time.
Yeah.
So just, I don't know. It was like, and this is going to happen. To save the, it just felt really not like a thought out storyline.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's just my 2 cents. So they're in the Paradise Room. Luckily, Mercedes. Oh yeah, we forgot. Diamond again being an absolute fucking legend when he lets that underage kid in.
Oh my God, yeah, that was funny.
So cute, this little kid, just with his fake ID, but he was there for a purpose. And that was from Maine. He was sent by Maine.
Oh, Maine's a bad bitch.
Maine saving the day, even when he's at home.
On the house arrest. I know he was in prison. He
sends the kid that he's been getting to wear his parole. What's
ankle monitor.
Ankle monitor, so that he can, I don't know, do what he needs to do. He sends him to the club with a missing poster of Hayley to give to Mercedes so that she knows that something's up. And then Mercedes gets this. She sees the ring that Montavious was wearing on a hand on Hayley's shoulder. And she's like, fuck. And the way that she moved and ran through the club to get to that paradise room in those heels, in what was essentially just a string of beads, a string of pearls, fucking hell. I don't know how she didn't slip. Yes, that's what I took from it. How she managed to like navigate that situation and get there in these giant heels, and just imagine the situation. Obviously, for them, it's like that. This is just the everyday, but just imagine it wearing.
No, but it wasn't, was it? It was.
Well, I mean, no, it's not every day. Yeah, but in terms of what they're wearing, imagine just rushing around.
No, I know what you mean, because like I've been in situations where, like, you know, when you're like not fully dressed, you don't realize you're not fully dressed. You're comfortable in not being fully dressed. But well, I don't know how it is for other people, but when then I'm on high alert or something happens or I'm scared or something shocks me, then I'm suddenly very naked. Like your body feels really exposed.
Yeah.
It's a weird thing. I think it's because the blood rushes to all of your, like, your boobs and your vagina and stuff in fear. Sorry.
Some people get wet with fear.
Listen, we're not getting into that. But I think it's completely common.
Yeah. But that was some swift moving and some swift thinking, except not so much then when she tried to get one over on Montavious and smash the bottle. That was scary.
I don't know how else you could do it.
I don't. Just maybe don't.
Where was the gun?
They didn't have a gun. The gun was brought in by Uncle Clifford.
No, but do you remember that gun that Hayley had that she put in the locker? Who had that? Because I was thinking Mississippi had it.
Yeah, she did. But then it didn't look pink when she was holding it. But I think it was she had it.
She was going to use it on her husband?
Potentially when they got home, maybe. Or maybe not necessarily with intent to kill, maybe just as protection.
He seemed like he was
going to kill her.
I know that sounds extreme, but I really think that she was about to like leave essentially, because she was getting all this attention. She was like becoming this phenomenon. So it was like she could sense that like he was going to be out of control.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
I didn't know where her kids were as well.
When she's dancing or that night?
When she's dancing, that particular night.
They covered it, but I can't remember. Because somebody did ask him where the children were.
Yeah, it was just madness.
I wonder what's going to happen.
Gunshots everywhere.
Like the kind of guy who would press charges.
The boyfriend.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would have thought so. So in short, it's a really good series.
We didn't talk about Uncle Clifford.
We can talk about Uncle Clifford.
Just because, sorry, I'm saying it's so dramatic. What did you think of him and the little murder situation?
Yeah.
When he did that thing, when Little Murder got all the lights in the car, that was a cute move. But I also knew from that he was about to do something really bad.
When was that? What episode was that?
I want to say 7, but it could have been 8.
And also, what was going on with Little Murder and the other guy that saw him coming out of? Were they?
Oh my God, it was 7.
Did he want to?
I know what you mean, but he was just being homophobic, basically. He did seem like he did fancy him, but no, what happened was, so he was basically saying that in the industry, it's so homophobic, he wouldn't be able to be with another man. He was basically saying, but it wasn't just the fact that he was with another man, it was also the fact that Uncle Clifford is like kind of like gender fluid.
Yeah.
So it's just like that was a problem as well. So he was like saying that he basically they were caught, and his manager was basically like, you cannot be, what you want to do in your private time is your business, but you couldn't publicly be
together
with Uncle Clifford.
Yeah.
And then Little Murder immediately retracts. I wonder when that's going to become more like
the storyline doesn't have to be the
No, I mean in real life when like it's going to be more acceptable for like certain professions like
oh yeah.
rappers or sportsmen. Like, there aren't any sports where it's just like it's ridiculous. Like I think there's like one out gay rugby player that I can think of. I'm sure there's more. It's just I don't watch rugby.
No.
But it's just like crazy. And then have you seen all the stuff that's been happening to Little Nas X this week?
Yeah. Yeah.
God, it's been relentless.
Yeah.
So he twerked on Satan, get over it. Jesus.
I mean, it
God
did.
bless.
I loved it. It did make me laugh. We always say we're going to hell.
It's an imaginative video. He's
Yeah.
he's such a pure imaginative soul. Like I don't understand how you can not like that. It's just like the homophobia is ridiculous.
It's the homophobia and then just the centering yourself in a conversation that should be about how young queer, particularly Black people are treated and made to feel like demons.
Literally.
But now you're like, oh, but it makes me feel bad in my church. I think he has great responses when people just talk about the kids. And then he's like, you let your kids watch stuff. This is your damn fault.
I understand that he's like doing the whole clapback thing, but isn't he like 19 years old, or maybe he's 20
a real
now?
baby, yeah.
Honestly, like I was actually getting really upset yesterday because I'm just like, he needs to be protected. I don't know, it just upsets me. But that is what happens. Like the church will organize. And I know you say the church, like there's one church now. There's so many churches, but it's like people hide behind religion to just go ham, and it's just so upsetting because like having like grown up in that environment, it's just reminds me of, there's a great book though. What's it called? My therapist told me to read that book. I can't remember. The one about oranges, where it's like a girl is like, she falls in love with another girl who starts coming to her church, and then her mom's like super religious, and then they can't be together. Something about oranges. It's a true story.
Is it a young adult book?
Yeah, you know I love a young adult. I'm just literally Googling oranges. Christian lesbian. Wow.
Oh, is it blue is the warmest color?
No. So isn't that like new?
Oh, this is an old thing.
Oranges are not the only fruit.
Oh.
It's a good book. And it's very short.
Nice. Short young adult. We love it.
I don't know if it is for young adults, but if I like it. Anyway, it's good. Apparently there's more, which I've never read the rest, but I should probably read them. Yeah. I only ever read the first.
Chronicles do sound like that's classic young adult stuff, isn't it? A good old series. Sure. If there's more than like, oh, that's another thing. Have you heard about this whole George R.R. Martin not finishing his books and instead of adapting?
Stop it.
For West End.
What?
I'm sorry, but I did actually send some of the memes to our Instagram account because it's just too good. We could wait.
Doesn't he only have one book left?
Well, allegedly, yeah.
He just can't be asked to finish it,
sir.
It's probably because the TV show went so left, he can't actually think. Well, maybe he needs to test endings on the stage.
I just love Westeros Side Story.
That's a good one.
It is good, isn't it?
Natalie, why are you talking like we're not going to go? We are going to go.
We are absolutely going to go. Opening night. Front row seats.
Who's gonna play the dragon?
When you're a Stark all the way from your Winterfell birth to your Red Wedding Day.
Oh my god.
Some of these are just brilliant. But yeah, I mean, Westeros Side Story, that's just perfect.
That's the best, yeah.
That's so good. Oh, no, wait,
that seems so random. And I don't know why I immediately think it's going to be a musical. It won't be a musical.
How could it be anything but a musical?
It can't
why
be.
would it exist? George, just write the fucking book.
No, I think that he's so spooked from seeing how the TV show was received that he's now going to test out several endings and see what sits well with people and then write the book. Or maybe he just cannot be asked. I mean, I find it hard to finish things. I can only imagine how he feels.
I mean, he's probably sitting on pots and pots of money. What does it matter? Probably can't even fucking remember. It was so bloody long ago. No one remembers what happened in A Dance of Dragons. Apart from everybody who you don't think would die, dies. Even the characters that they just bring back that you thought were dead when they were children, but they've actually been alive this whole time. And you're like, oh my God, is this? Oh, no, dead.
We get it. You kill people off.
No one is safe from death. Don't fall in love with anybody, because I'll take them away.
Don't tell me not to fall in love with somebody, especially if you're going to take them away, because I'm definitely going to fall in love with them. Yeah, that's why you're taking them away.
You've set me up for failure, George. Not for the first time.
I watched Attack on Titan season 4, final season. So it's the first half. It's an anime. In my opinion, I haven't seen that many animes, but let me not sugarcoat it. It's some of the greatest television ever. Point blank, period.
Okay.
It's a masterpiece. Oh my God, look at me jizzing. And like, it was one of those things where I started it and I was like, I'm not watching this, because I could tell from the trailer they were doing that thing where it was like, I could see new characters. I didn't recognize them. I've been with the same characters for 3 seasons in this freaking war. I hate war and I've stuck with you. And now you're giving me new characters. Where are they all? You're going to tell me they're all dead? Or is this set in the future? It's set in the fucking future. So I was like, nope, not doing it. I only needed to get through episode 1 to be reunited with, sorry if you haven't seen it, skip forward a bit, because I would not listen to this if I hadn't watched it yet. I was reunited with all the characters. If you haven't seen any anime ever, you have to watch this. It's only 4 seasons.
Only 4 seasons.
That's nothing.
True, given how much time we've devoted to things.
Natalie, the outro music, I'm going to send you the song, is the most beautiful song. Jonathan thinks, my brother thinks I'm going mental. He keeps saying to me, stop talking about Attack on Titan, so I don't know how much I've been talking about it. Well, he also keeps telling me to thank you. I'm sending you the song
either.
Oh my God, it's so good. And then I get a second half in November, which means I finally have something to look forward to, because that was all I had to look forward to this year. And I was so upset because they took away all the characters I wanted. And now I'm like, oh my God, not only did they bring back all the characters I needed, but there's a part 2. And oh my God, there's one character I fancy so much. What is it?
There is something about an anime character that really gets
they make them hot on
going.
purpose.
They make them so hot. The hair,
so hot and so broody. The voices.
I mean,
like the dubs. The voices of the dubs are always so high pitched, but the original voices are so deep. I'm like, oh, even the women's voices.
Do you watch it in Japanese?
Yeah, because subtitles are better than the dub. It's the voice actors, the American voice actors. I don't know why they pick them to have a higher pitched voice. I don't get it.
Maybe they just supposed to have more appeal. Have a higher pitched voice. I don't know.
I don't think they do. I think they're picked on purpose, because there's no way like everyone in Japan has that deep a voice, even the women. They're like. And the dramatized scenes, just obviously I don't speak Japanese, obviously it just sounds so much like tenser in Japanese, and the build up and the change in pace, whereas in English it's very, do you know what I mean? Like it's just irritating.
I know what you mean.
It's too squealy. Whereas in Japanese, it's like slow, direct, slicing shots. But in English, it's ploddy and clumsy, and it takes away, and you don't know because I started watching in English because the first season's on Netflix, and I just thought they had some sort of licensing problem. And then you see it in Japanese, and you're just like, oh my God, why did you do this to me? And in some shows, I don't think it matters. I think the dub is fine. But also, I do like subtitles because it makes me feel like I'm not just watching TV, I'm reading.
I think
I am
fair.
building pathways in my brain. Okay.
Well, it's not. It isn't a like passive activity anymore. It becomes an active activity rather than you're forced to actually engage with it rather than just be also on your small screen.
Yeah.
Small screen while you've got something on your medium screen or big screen. Whatever.
I've been watching a lot of things on the TV. I love the TV again. I haven't loved TV this much since I was a child.
Oh, so I've been told to watch The One. It's about a woman who comes up with a matchmaking platform based on DNA.
Sold.
Yeah, I know. But
oh my God, is this the one that's like The Wedding Planner meets Black Mirror?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh my God, that one's kind of freaking me out already from the trailer. I know I'll watch it eventually, but stuff like that really freaks me out.
Yeah. What else have I been watching? I've just been getting, I guess, I needed a new 20-minute filler program, and I obviously already rewatched The Office and all those kind of things. So I was like, oh, I'll just give New Girl a go.
Love that show.
And now I'm like,
girl?
It's Jess. So yeah, now naturally, like 3 weeks after I started, I'm on the final season.
Obviously. I haven't seen the final 2 seasons, I think.
Oh,
so I do actually need to watch that.
Yeah.
I need to watch New Girl.
Yeah.
Can I just say, this is so random. Do you know that song is it Zooey Deschanel? Is that her name?
Yeah.
You know the song that she sings in Yes Man when she's part of that band? I'm not your late night booty call. Oh my God, I'll send you the link to that song as well. You know, I'll actually send you these links. Yeah. That song is, to this day, one of my favorite songs. It's basically about a booty call, and she's like, don't call me past 11 p.m. It won't happen again. But it turns out that is actually a real band. I wasn't sure if she was actually in the band. I can't remember that. But that song is a banger.
Was married or is still married to the lead singer for Death Cab for a Cutie.
Oh, of course she is.
Yeah.
Sorry, that made me eye roll so hard.
She's a very good singer, though. And she's like...
She's got a gorgeous voice.
Funny and like silly.
Yeah, I like her.
Yeah.
Me and my brother were talking about this. I'm going to be so problematic, but there's like 3 of them. I don't know what order they go in. I think this is the order they go in. First came the woman who talks like this. She does like voice acting. She was in Who Likes to Rock the Party? We were talking about it the other day, that HBO show. Part-time model.
What?
Part-time model.
No, I've never seen that.
The song, they're like, you definitely have, because you brought up the song.
From Flight of the Conchords?
Yes. You know, remember the girl in Flight of the Conchords?
Oh, I know exactly who you are by that voice now. Yes. Yes.
There's her, and then there's Chelsea Peretti, the comedian.
Oh, I love her, yeah.
She's hilarious. And then there's Zooey Deschanel. And I feel like they're all part of the same family, but not really at all.
What? But completely different.
Yeah, but like I feel like they birthed each other into like the idea, because like first I feel like Cheeks, I'm so sorry to call you that, God bless your soul, she seemed like so eccentric and left, and then from that, or maybe April Ludgate, no, she's too mean, but that just whole like alt weird funny white girl, basically. Wow, I'm going to hell.
Yeah, I know what you mean, like quirky girl.
Quirky girl.
Yeah, but the thing is
Lena Dunham one?
Cheeks is like...
Cheeks is the best. She is hilarious.
Because she's also not
She's just different.
She's genuinely a quirky girl, not like a hot girl that's the quirky girl, you know?
That's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like she at first seems like so extreme. It's like, who is this kind of character? I'm not used to it. I'm sure there's been loads of characters like
But then
that on
it's like,
television.
oh, I see. Now we can just squeeze in in the hot girl for this character.
But I also feel like that's not fair because they're all like genuinely funny, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's a good show.
Oh my god,
I just watch it. I've really made such headway watching it, and I think this is ridiculous. I've so much work. I work all the time, and when I'm not working, what am I choosing to do? Watch fucking New Girl.
Hello. I remember like that's if I hadn't watched what's the show where the Bad Place? That show literally carried me for a few weeks. Like I don't know what I would have done if that show hadn't have been on in the background. You need it.
But I can't. That's the reason why I didn't finish P Valley last week, because I kept being like, okay, I need to watch P Valley, and then I'd just be like, oh,
who's that girl?
It's just because it's just like easy, and it's just like, oh, I'm
and it's funny as well. That is a really funny show.
Yeah, it's funny.
It's a funny as fuck show.
Like 5 episodes later, which is it's like 2 hours, and I'm like, oh my god, go to bed, Natalie. Why?
Isn't it weird that you can watch this? I can, like, if I think, because I really want to watch the Tina Turner documentary.
Yeah,
exactly.
Me too.
But it's 2.5 hours. Yeah, when I'm watching like more like silly sitcom, 2.5 hours. I'm like, has it been 2.5 hours?
Yeah.
I still haven't finished Shameless. I have to go back there. But basically, getting sick sent me on a detour of high quality television. That I was just like, oh my god, I was watching back to back. I've watched Godfather of Harlem, Snowfall, Attack on Titan. Like I've watched all these great shows, and now I'm like, how am I going to ease myself back over? New Girl.
Easily, yeah. Just watch New Girl.
I love that show. How does it end? What happens with Cece and Schmidt? They have a baby, right?
Do you want me to? I've not finished the end, obviously. I don't know, but
okay, never mind. Do you know they have a baby though?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. What series is that?
The end of they find out that she's pregnant at the end of the 6th season.
How many seasons are there?
7. This is what I'm saying. It's not. I didn't even start it that long ago, but I get obsessive with things, and I can't see. I can't watch multiple things at once because I'm like, I just get obsessive. I'll just watch one thing and then just really steam all the way through it, and then suddenly I'm like, shit, now I need another like silly sitcom.
Oh my god, I might have to cut everything off. I need to finish recording. It's getting out of hand.
What, cut all the TV shows off?
Like everything. I need to concentrate. I don't want to. What are we watching next week?
So next week I think is how to kill a guy in 10 days.
How to murder a person in 10 days. That's CSI basically.
10 Things I Hate About You. Fuck, I'm getting all of the names wrong. No.
They're all the same film.
To
be honest, this is another one of my all-time favorite films.
Yeah, great film. So we're going to watch How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days. I'm super excited. Obviously, we've seen it before. This is not the first time we've seen it. Who do you think we are?
I'm going to have to watch it really late. I'm going to wait until my antibiotics are done. I'm just oversharing again. Then I'm going to watch it with a glass of wine really late on like... Oh. How long do you have to wait until antibiotics? It's 72 hours. I can't drink. I don't know what it says about me.
Do it on Easter Monday.
Is that next week?
Yeah. It's fucking Easter this week.
God, I really need to I don't know, do my Easter.
Yeah, good one. So I was thinking just one real quick thing before we must sign off. So anybody that is following our reels knows that actually maybe you don't know, maybe you don't. Do people see how many views a reels had if it's not theirs? I don't know. Whatever.
Only if they go from the main page and click on the reels icon.
So anyway, one of our the She's All That reel went live on TikTok. We hoped it would spark a challenge. It did not.
Didn't at all.
It didn't at all. Did no traction, but whatever, it's fine.
Oh my god, do you know what got the most likes?
Oh god, what?
Robin
Hood?
Hacky sack.
Hacky.
I was like, so this is what they like. And 2 people left comments, which I weren't sure were spam comments, because one of them was that really embarrassed straight face.
Oh no.
I was like, is it because you like hacky sack?
Or because we're so embarrassing and you're like, okay.
Either way, thanks for the comment.
It's engagement, whatever. So I'm thinking about what we could do to up the ante a bit, what might get the views. And for this week's episode, we could do, cause obviously the She's All That one, the challenge was take your glasses off, put your hair down, and suddenly you're a hottie. So this one, we could do that thing where people, you know, when you like wearing like schleppy clothes or whatever, and then suddenly like you jump or do something, or you like fall on a bed and you fall into an outfit, you could just fall into like a stripping outfit. Do you know what I mean? You could fall into some really elaborate underwear.
So I'm just like this and I'm walking and then I fall forward and I'm like literally
and like, whoa, and then you come back, or you know, yeah. Or like what's the actual challenge called where you
I don't know the names of challenges.
You drop down and then you're in something else. The bussup? But
oh my god, you mean the bussup challenge?
Yeah. Is that not no?
The bussup.
Listen, I don't know. What's it called?
It sounds like you're taking the mick, like trying to think of something like it could never be. You know, the bussup.
What's it called?
Bus it.
But yeah, okay. Oh, come on, I was close.
But okay, the song goes bus it. But imagine if it went bus up.
I didn't even know that it was a song. I don't know how TikTok works.
What the hell is bus?
But what I know of the challenge is,
yeah,
suddenly you're wearing one thing and the next minute you're wearing another thing.
I thought you meant the one where, you know, when someone's walking and they fall flat on their face.
No, but there is that one as well. That could, yeah.
Okay, I like that one. That's bus it chat. You want me to do a challenge from 12 weeks ago?
Oh God, Christ alive! No.
Oh my God, I do have the purple pink light. I just don't know where I do it because really I need to do it there on the.
Or it's like, yeah, you need to like be holding it up and then you're like, and then you like throw it and then suddenly it's like falls and it's on you.
Do you know how long that takes?
No, apparently not. I can't imagine it would take. I don't know how all these kids are doing these things. How long are you spending editing your videos?
They haven't. It's like a hobby. It's like a fun thing for them.
No, I know, but how is it a fun thing for you? I'm sure
because they don't have jobs. They don't have anything else to do.
This is like, how are you learning how to do this stuff?
You could learn how to edit a video.
No, I know, but it's just
with it.
It's not just the editing, it's the like this is how you need to actually shoot the shot before you even edit it.
Oh yeah, there are YouTube videos on how to do it.
Yeah,
but to be honest, like the transitions, I would say, because I did one video with the transition on my personal, are really easy to use. Like you just hold down where you want the transition to be. It's a good interface.
I think it's just what on TikTok. What? Oh, you can edit in TikTok.
Yeah, that's the whole point of TikTok. That's why the Reels have copied that, because it's not just enough that they want you in the app as long as possible.
Constantly doing stuff.
Which is why I'm just not doing. To be honest, I'm not committing to do anything because I'm kind of off social media at the moment. And every time I have to post something, I have to go back in that world. And it's just like,
painful.
Sorry, I'm not doing the bus up challenge.
What is it called and what did I call it? The bus up. I called it the bus up, but it's called the bus it. Or no.
Yeah, that's correct. But I
Right.
really want to get the song and just because you can do that on TikTok, put the clip of you saying bus up. Every time the rapper says bus it, I want to put you saying bus up, bus up.
So maybe we can resurrect a challenge from like 12 weeks ago.
And make it the bus up challenge. I just want you to hear how funny bus up sounds. Bus up is... No, I'm so glad. I'm sorry, but I'm glad you made that mistake because that's funny as hell. Bus up.
And then what would the challenge actually be?
Well, bus up sounds like you'd be standing up.
But is that not what you do? You
No,
go down and then you stand
and you
then stand
bus
up.
it. No. You thought this was the sit down, stand up challenge.
Is it not?
Which would be so much easier, to be honest.
But
no, you drop it down and you bus it. Like you bus your leg, bus it wide open. Yeah.
But then I guess I just also thought that part of it was then the getting back up.
Because that would be the real challenge if they actually showed people having to stand. Anyone can drop it low, but standing up.
You try and get up. My knees aren't doing that. No, sir.
They'll do it, but they'll do it so loudly. I'm like, oh, can you just stop showing me up?
Yeah. They'll do it, but so long as I've got something to hold on to for purchase.
I haven't seen a single person stand back up. No way.
Wow, I got this so wrong.
I really want to know what you thought. That's like a burpees challenge. I'm not doing that.
Oh man. Okay, well, there is just some challenge ideas. Some ideas that we could do.
Hey, influencers, let me just run a few ideas off you.
Hey guys, is this still a thing? The Oh my god, imagine if I knew young people and I actually even spoke to them. They would laugh at me so much.
Yeah. It depends on your demographic because do you know the word like when people say like this, like basically black South Americans say ooh child, like as in C-head, like people thought like it's like obviously I'm just explaining to anybody who doesn't know, it's like instead of saying child you say child. That's literally all it is. And even I sound weird saying it because I'm not American.
Because it's not your accent, it's not your vernacular.
So imagine people who have never heard that on the internet saying, "Oh, chale." They just saw it and they were saying that. Oh, chile. Oh, chale.
No.
Like, I swear to God.
Saying that? In what context?
Just non-black
Why would they...
teenagers on the internet because they just see things and they want to say them.
But
because people tweet.
When are you seeing that written down? Oh, tweet. Yeah, tweets. Of course. Sorry, I forgot. You're right. They see.
It's like in there's some words. It's finally happening where there's some words in pidgin that people don't. It's in pidgin English to anybody who doesn't know. So like broken English that Nigerians speak. They don't know what it is, so they just start saying things, and it really makes me think. Oh my God, this is what Jamaicans have been dealing with for years. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. I dare you to come over to me and say jobless and see if I don't nut you. Are you crazy? Jobless. I hate when people do that. There was a guy once who I was trying to like get with, and then he started doing accents.
No.
One of them was a Jamaican accent. It was, for me, that's a red flag. I was like, why are you doing a Jamaican accent?
Just to be clear, for any of you, that should be a red flag. Not just for you, for Ruth. Anybody out there, if somebody
if a non-Jamaican person who has nothing to do with Jamaican culture just randomly speaking, but it makes me think, why does DJ Khaled always speak in a Jamaican accent and why does he never get called up on it? But I guess because he's the one person who does it, and I'm just like, it's actually funnier to laugh at you, and I hope no one ever corrects you, because like he says jobless all the time, but I guess he doesn't really put on an accent, he just says things in Jamaican phrase. Yeah. Why do people do Imagine. Oh my God. I mean, there are a few phrases, I'm not going to lie, but when I'm by myself, I do accents, but I just couldn't do it in public. I remember was one time where I thought I could do when I've had a few drinks, I think I can do an Australian accent. Were you there? And I tried to do it and I got so laughed at. Apparently it was terrible. But in my mind, I was like, this is...
I don't know if I was there. This sounds hilarious though.
No, I'm not repeating it, but I felt like it was bang on the money.
But yeah.
Apparently it was terrible.
I mean,
win some, you lose some. Don't do accents. It's just, I don't know.
Unless you're trying to be Lady Whistledown.
Lady Whistledown is always acceptable. Oh, drunk bitch.
Oh man. Tell you what, the moon right now
is it like just there?
Absolutely cracking.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm so warm and I don't know why I would love a cold beer. This weather just makes me want to drink and listen to reggae. Is that so much to us?
This is very much beer drinking weather or like a crisp rosé. But I'm still not drinking. So
proud of you.
Yeah.
I think you should save your liver.
I'll get to April because that's like 2 days away. What the fuck? And then see.
It's like, when is that?
Yeah. And see where we go. Because then I can always, even if I have a drink, I can always be like, well, for 3 whole months. I don't think I've been sober for 3 months since I started drinking at the age of like 16.
I see where you're coming from.
Don't think there's ever been a period this long in my life where I haven't had
at least one drink.
Yeah.
I feel like I used to be so much better with drinking. I mean, I was binge drinking like crazy, but I could go like long periods without.
But yeah, it's just seeing how it's going, and yeah, it's going okay, I guess.
I'm glad you're doing it. I've been forced to do it, so I don't think it counts.
Oh yeah, good old forced sobriety. Good old Andy.
The first round was light work. It's just today when the sun's come up, I'm just like.
And everybody else
now's my time.
Popping off to the park in the shorts.
To be honest, I haven't seen, maybe because of where I live, like everyone who's going to the park and stuff, no one's drinking.
I just assume that's what people are going to be doing because it's just what people, especially in London, you know,
the depression.
People just can't wait to get out into the park and have a drink. Let's have some Prosecco in the park. Let's have some beer.
Because everyone's broke.
Being that person.
Yeah, I'm 100% that broke
shade
person.
To anybody that does that.
I know, all shade. You're being shaded, but you're being shaded by people who also do it. So
I'm also in the shade. So
it's a light shade.
Yeah.
A splash of shade.
It's just keeping the sun off your face. If anything is actually a nice thing, because you know, unless you're wearing SPF.
I found a new one.
Ooh.
It's one that's been on the wish list for a while, but I think I'm going to finally get it.
What is it?
It says a Nigerian doctor, dermatologist, Dr. Yinka, something. And it dries clear.
Oh my God, send me the link.
She says I have to put it on every 2 hours. Like, obviously, dermatologists just take their skin so seriously. I'm like, I'm going to put it once every 3 days.
Yeah. If I don't wash it off, then it's still protecting me.
Oh my God. I've had it on for 6 weeks. But yeah, I'm going to get some because it's not a bad price. It's like, guys, listeners, I know how this sounds, but it's £30.
Which for something that protects your actual face.
Honey, you could justify anything with that logic. And I do. No, but I mean, compared to some of the more expensive ones, there's this one that my sister sent me that's got vitamin C in it. She said it's like like a miracle cream, but it was £90.
Whoa, that's too much. It's not too much.
I mean, it's only I'm not gonna lie to you, I would rather eat lentils for a month and have nice skin. That's just me.
Look at who you're talking to.
But yeah, my new face wash is ass. I hate it.
That's really
my skin looks better.
Oh, well.
But it doesn't.
Is it just not nice to use?
It's not fun. It doesn't feel clean. Maybe because I'm using so many different kinds of moisturizers, including body moisturizer on my face. I'm really going to town.
Moisture.
Fading my eczema. Anybody with eczema scars get can't remember the brand. CeraVe? Is that what it's called?
CeraVe.
Oh my god, CeraVe, CeraVe. This is bussup all over again. No, it literally is.
I know my skincare brands, and you know your TikTok songs and challenges.
No, I know my bussup. But it's actually fading the but I'm just thinking about it, like, what does that mean?
But what does busset mean?
Like it means something because it's like bust it, like bust it, but it's bus.
But yeah,
it's like slang, so it means like bust it, like bust it wide open means like it's like burst it kind of thing, like burst your legs wide open. So it translates to something, but bust up. Anyway, back to CeraVe. C'est la vie.
I don't know what to tell you.
What's it called? I've forgotten again.
CeraVe.
CeraVe. Sounds like a fun friend. I'm going out with CeraVe.
Yeah. She keeps me hydrated.
I bet she does. She sounds like a pie girl to me.
Yeah.
But it's the smoothing cream that fades the scars. The moisturizing cream mixed with the smoothing cream will give you the smoothest skin you've ever felt. But if you actually just want to get rid of the scars, you only need the smoothing cream. I would say it doesn't penetrate the skin that well. So what am I doing? This is not a YouTube review. Wow.
Yeah, you are CeraVe's spokesperson. Well, clearly not. You're like, I'm not affiliated, not an ad, not a sponsored post.
Buy it, 100%.
Views are my real views. But maybe it's not it doesn't sink in as much because it's supposed to be more of like an occlusive, and you're supposed to like layer up and do your serums and your whatnots before slathering this all over yourself to lock in the moisture.
Exactamundo. But I will oh my god, okay, I'll tell you off this. I'm just about to tell you what I'm doing this week work-wise, and I'm just like, this is not a diary.
This is exactly what we said we didn't want to do. So
yeah, how long have we been here? Okay, we should stop.
Yeah,
guys, this is us developing discipline. Are you proud?
Yeah. Willpower. No, willpower is not the right word.
Oh, I thought that might be a song. I was like, what is that?
You'll see on TikTok soon. It's coming to a TikTok challenge near you. Okay. That's a shameless plug to follow us on TikTok, guys, and download.
Our listeners do not use TikTok.
Yeah.
But don't use it too much. Set time limits on your social media. Remember, you are paying them with your energy, eyes, and it is addictive. Wow, I'm old. Watches one YouTube video.
Yeah, Jesus. Watches one Instagram reel about why not to use social media.
Here's 3 reasons you shouldn't use social media in 2 seconds.
But please like and subscribe to this
for more.
page.
Exactly, always.
Yeah. Follow here, and here.
That's a link to my OnlyFans. Gosh, a few months ago I was going to start an OnlyFans. Now look at me, I'm just here.
Apparently, there's another side to OnlyFans, a safer work side that is all about more esoteric practices and tarot readings and spirituality.
Yeah, OnlyFans is actually for anything. It's literally supposed to be for your fans.
Should we set up an OnlyFans account? Will our fans follow us to OnlyFans? That's the question.
I feel like Patron is more Patron.
Oh, Patreon.
Oh my god. I've done it again. We should start a mispronunciation scoreboard. I promise you I'm 100 ahead. Oh my God, that's so funny because I was literally thinking earlier today, I don't like those like immigrant parents pronounces things wrong. But now I get it. It's because I am the immigrant parent. I was like, God, stop making fun of them. So what if they say McDonald instead of McDonald's? Like, it'll be like African parents be like, I'm like, that's how they... Anyway.
Leave it, yeah. Yeah, the scoreboard of mispronunciations. That could be a new feature on our ever-growing segments list.
Segments that
never end.
This is the part that never... Did you watch that when you were little? Some people started singing it, not knowing what it was, and they'll continue singing it forever.
What was it?
You'd know if you knew the song. If you know, you know. Look at what I'm saying. If you know, you know about it. It's a fucking children's TV show.
Wow, yeah, way to make me feel excluded.
Oh my God, you don't know.
Jesus.
Mary Had a Little Lamb. What was it called?
Mary Had a Little...
Why is that song so popular? I still don't get it.
Sister Act 2.
Okay. But even before then, in general, as a song, I think that Ring a Ring of Roses is more of a bop.
But it's about the plague.
Isn't Mary's Had a Little Lamb racist? Or was
that
the other one? No, that was Bar Bar Black Sheep.
Black Sheep.
I'm sorry, I'm mixing up my nursery rhymes.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if there were some racist overtones to most of them, but you know, Ring a Ring of Roses is just scary. Now I feel like I'm going to have nightmares about ghost children singing that.
But when you're little, it's so fun. I love that game. And then you all fall down.
That now I'm definitely going to have. No, I'm going to end up watching New Girl until the morning just so I don't have nightmares. It's just. Anyway, let's wrap this up.
Yeah, we said that a few times.
See you guys. It's been a pleasure. Next week, we're watching 10 Things. How to Lose a Guy in 10 days. Don't forget to write down your version of How to Lose a Guy in 10 days. I'll do 5, you do 5. Yeah, we might have to shorten it. How to Lose a Guy in 1 text. How to never get a guy. How to keep a guy in 10 days. That would be really something. I think I could do it, but I would have to. Days. Not speak to them for 9 hours. That's the only way to keep them keen. Okay. If you want a meaningful relationship, sorry, hon, can't help you there. Yeah. I hardly think that what was going on between Kate Hudson and Matthew McConaughey was meaningful. It was 10 fucking days. Hey, she met his family and it changed everything. Wow, why am I watching this film again? I know the plot. Guys, please watch along with us. It's a great film. It's going to be a riot. I shouldn't say a riot. No, a hoot. Anyway. Oh, yeah. Why would a riot ever be a fun thing? I don't understand language or phrases. What else could you say? A picnic? Hay fever? Anyway, goodbye. Bye. Goodbye. Wine will try.